Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to completely solo Blackwing Lair as a paladin. I already made a duo solo video, but this time you can even solo the first boss. No tricks, no exploits, no cheating, no professions needed, only you and your talents. I do the first boss in my protection spec and gear since I will receive a lot of damage. I'm not sure yet if it's also possible in a retribution spec. It might be, it depends if you can survive it. A must-have talent is Eternal Flame because of the healing over time. But Light's Hammer will also be very useful. I'll explain why in a moment. Now in the first room you will see the boss on the right side and ads on the left side. If Razorgore the boss dies before all the eggs are destroyed in the room, it's game over. He will explode, instantly kill you and you're done. On the left side you will see the ads with an orb next to it, and if you click on the orb you'll mind control the boss and you'll be able to destroy the eggs. Kill the 3 mobs, click on the orb and start killing eggs. While controlling Razorgore, you will receive a couple of new buttons. The main one is number 4. This ability will destroy 1 egg, and like I said, you need to destroy all of them. Number 5 is also useful. It will put 1 dragon ad to sleep, but don't use any of the other abilities because that will generate aggro to your boss dragon, and you don't want that. You see a channeling bar in the middle of your screen. You will lose control over the boss once the bar runs empty. Click once on the orb to re-establish the connection, but make sure to click only once. Spamming it might bug it out. On the right side of the screen you'll see a blue icon which indicates a debuff, and as long as you have the debuff on you, you won't be able to use the orb. The debuff lasts for a minute, but your channeling time is longer than that minute unless you get hit. If you get hit, your bar will be reduced. Use the first momentum the first time alone with the dragon to clear as many eggs around you as you can. And when you need to release the boss, place him on the opposite side of the room. You will gain a few extra seconds when he needs to walk back to you, so those seconds are valuable. Ads will start to spawn, and they will either attack you or the boss. You will want them to attack you, because like I said, when Razorgore dies, he's only a level 60, you'll blow up and you're dead. You can't attack the mobs while you're controlling the boss, and here is why you need that healing over time talent. Once the ads spawn and your debuff is gone, right click on the boss's portrait and dismiss him. Quickly gain 1 holy power, throw down your hammer and use your Eternal Flame. After that click once on the orb to recontrol the boss, and at this time your healing over time will be activated. This healing will cause you to gain aggro even when you're not hitting the mobs, and it means that any mobs that spawn will go for you and will ignore the boss. Some might still go for the dragon, but you can either outkite them or put them to sleep. Never use his attacking abilities, you don't want aggro on the bossy. That's all you need to know for phase 1. Once you've destroyed all the eggs, phase 2 will begin and the ads will run away. You can now safely kill the boss and finish this encounter, and this was the hardest part of the entire raid. I switched back to my DPS spec, but you can do it in a protection spec if you want to. In the next room you'll see 6 goblins. Kill them if you can, because they have a chance to drop epic items, and those epic items are required for a legendary questline, and they still sell for a pretty amount on the auction house. Vaelastrasz is the second boss, and he will probably kill you. He does a debuff that increases your damage done, but it also kills you when the debuff expires. Not even a bubble will save you, so simply nuke him down and walk back to the instance. And the fastest path to make your way back to the entrance is the one I'm showing you right now. Go up the chain, jump on the balcony and enter Blackwing Lair. The following room is known by many names, I just call it very annoying. The traps slow you, and in vanilla we used rogues to disarm the traps as the group progressed through it. Since we're alone, simply walk through it, and you can use a bubble, but I like to save it for when I'm near the next boss. Broodlord Lashlayer is the third boss and a simple spank and tank fight. He does a knockback, so keep your back towards a wall, you don't want to be knocked back into the room. You can kill as many goblin trash as you want, because they can still drop those epics I talked about earlier, but I personally like to skip those. The fourth boss is Firemaw, just DPS him down. I'm killing the ads on the next floor because I need a few hourglass sand that they drop for a boss that's coming up. Spellbinders are immune to magic, so use Crusader Strike or melee attack on them. There is a goblin standing near the big dragons that drops a Smelting Book for miners. It teaches you how to create enchanted elementium bars, and that's another regent for the legendary weapon. The sixth boss is Flamegor. Again, just DPS him down and be careful of his knockback. I do him before Ebonroc because I thought I needed a room, but it turned out that I didn't. Boss number 5 must be Ebonroc then, and he does a debuff. The debuff allows him to heal him when he hits you, but our DPS is so high now that you can simply out DPS it. Boss number 7 is Chromaggus or Chromaggus, and like I said, you'll need the hourglass sand for this one. Chromaggus can place 5 different debuffs on you: red, blue, purple, green and yellow. We can cleanse the green one with our cleanse, and we can remove the yellow one with the hourglass sand. Should you have all 5 debuffs, then it's game over. He turns you into a dragon and the entire encounter resets. I think it's possible now to DPS him down before you reach the 5 debuffs, or you might be able to use a bubble. But the last one I like to save for the end of the fight so that I go fresh into the Nefarian encounter. Nefarian, the final boss, number 8, is the last fight. In phase 1 ad spawn, simply DPS them down. In phase 2 you fight Nefarian in dragon form and he might bubble himself. When he does, use your magic abilities like Judgment and Exorcism. He will resurrect the ads, once again AoE them down and finish the encounter. That's all there is to it, guys. Now the reason to solo this is no longer for the gold. You might get lucky on a few drops here and there, but it's definitely not worth it after the nerfing. The main reason would be to get the tier 2 set for transmogrification. All of them can drop an item of the set, except for the pants who drop from Ragnaros in Molten Core. I did this run with an item level of around 464 and it took me around 30 minutes to do it. You will be able to outgear me in the future and you'll probably be faster than me. I hope the guide is helpful, I hope you get the gear that you want from it, and until next time guys, see ya!